A sick fight scheduled for August purely because there's so many reasons why Ian Garry should give Makhachev a really hard fight here. You know, like in a lot of Ian Garry's fights, a lot of fighters find themselves trying to clinch with him up against the fence, and that's when they try and take him down. Like Bilal Muhammad, he was trying to take him down from the clinch, you know, trying to level change and get to his hips or whatever. Obviously, Shavkat with the same, you know, early in their fight. But Ian Garry obviously fights on the back foot, so he does find himself backed up a lot against the fence. But he's very good at defending takedowns from the clinch, you know, like he'll get the double underhook straight away, he'll create like a proper wide stance, you know, to help his balance. So he's like very good at defending takedowns from the clinch. But this is the thing, man, look back at the Shavkat Rakhmonov fight, yeah. In round 4 was the first time Shavkat actually shot a proper takedown where he actually tried to get to the hips of Ian Garry, and I believe he got on the single leg and then pulled him down by his head, you know. But the first time he tried getting to his hips, he got there. And Shavkat, yes, he's a good grappler, but he's not a wrestler, and he's not Islam Makhachev wrestler. And that same takedown that Shavkat got, you know, on Ian Garry in the 4th round, that is the exact same takedown that Islam Makhachev got on Renato Moicano in their fight in the 1st round. And then look at Moicano, a bit taller, rangier opponent, just like Ian Garry's going to be, you know. Islam Makhachev is the master of single legs. Look at what he did to Dustin Poirier, you know, some of the single legs he got off in there. There's so many variations to the single leg that he goes for. He was doing it in JDM as well, you know. You never know what he's going to do once he's got hold of your leg. He can transition to a double, you know, he can get in the clinch and then go for his judo and stuff. He's such a dynamic wrestler, you know. So I disagree with the people who think that Ian Garry is not going to get taken down this fight. I think he's definitely going to get taken down. This is the issue, man. I don't think Ian Garry's gonna get finished on the ground. I don't think, you know, Machev's gonna dice him, because we've learned recently that, you know, when you're preparing for these elite grapplers and you actually do your best in camp to, you know, prepare to not get submitted, then it kind of works, you know. But this is the problem. I just don't think his striking is going to be as effective when he's constantly thinking about the takedown, because it's not something, you know, it's not like a Bilal Muhammad where you think about the takedown, yes, but you know in your mind you're not going to get finished. This is, the danger level cannot get any higher, you know, and that's going to compromise him a lot. And we've seen in some of Ian Garry's fights, like he's either really high output and elusive and fights amazing with, you know, with his kickboxing stuff, or he's kind of, you know, low output, tentative and not looking as quick, so we don't know what version we're going to get of him. But, you know, Islam Makhachev always finds a way, and I genuinely think that, you know, once he gets him down, we're going to see a similar fight to the JDM fight. I really do. Now, the condition of Ian Garry is unbelievable. I've never really seen him fully tired, and that's going to apart from the, you know, the protest fight in the 5th round. So that's going to be an issue, because that's going to be a thing, because, you know, we've seen Makhachev kind of get a little bit gassed in the Volk fight and stuff, especially if, you know, Ian Garry does show some resistance in the takedown and stuff. But man, if these lightweights were struggling to